Good morning, everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. I am here with Seth Tiger. I see people joining. I haven't seen any comments yet. Oh, there we go. Good morning, Michael. Hey, Deb. Hi, Amy. Good morning, everybody. I'm so sorry. I will apologize now that there have not been a lot of live feeds this week. I think the last one I did was on Monday. It's been a pretty hectic week. Good morning, Joanna. This is Seth Tiger that we're hanging out with. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Linda. Hello, Janine. Hi, John. Seth being a cutie pie this morning, so I figured we'd start with him. We actually have enough keepers today to do the feeding and cleaning, so I am able to do a live for you guys. Good morning, Mirza. Good morning, Julie. Thank you for the hugs. Definitely has been a rough week. I'll get it out there right off the bat. Obviously, we did suffer a loss this week. We lost Arthur Tiger. Good morning, Lisa. Oh, thank you, Keith, for your donation. Really appreciate it. Yeah, he's being goofy this morning. Hey, Sarah E. Oh, good morning in Northern Ireland. Hey, Cindy. He's such a goofball. So you can probably hear the feeding carts are being set up over there by the feeders.
Try to move so they can see your face, silly. Hi. Hi. So silly.
Good morning, Debbie. This is beautiful Seth Tiger. You can learn all about him at bigcatrescue.org/Seth. Yeah, Amy, I know that's everybody's question, is how is Andre and Amanda taking the loss of Arthur? So far, honestly, not a major change. They're doing pretty good. They are still eating and they're still interacting with each other, as well as coming up to their keepers and saying hello. Both Arthur and Andre had actually started declining a little bit in health over the last few months, but especially Arthur, his mobility had been definitely taking a toll. He did get his foot caught in part of a tunnel cage wire as he was walking through. He was able to get it back out on his own, but he did suffer an injury to his actual good back leg, so it rendered it impossible for him to recover. He was 22 years old. That makes him well over 100 in human years, so any of you in the comments that can help me keep reiterating that. I know people are going to keep constantly asking me about Arthur, but that's what I have to say about that, and what we all have to do when we suffer a loss like that here is focus on all the cats that are still here with us that need our love and attention. Like Seth. He's pouring it on thick today. Hi, Roselle. Good morning, Karen. I know, he's like, you guys are making me waste away.
Breakfast is taking so long. Breakfast is taking so long.
Gotta love motorcycles on the Veterans Expressway.
My goodness. You're so silly.
You're gonna start giving me that side-eye look, and then he's just gonna jump up at me. All right, well, we have lots of other cats to see, so we're gonna say bye to Seth. And we are going to, actually wanted to check in with Smalls. Haven't shown you guys Smalls in a while. She went on funcation.
Bye, bye, bud.
Now you're awake. Now you're awake. So Smalls Bobcat went on funcation a couple weeks ago and unfortunately did not enjoy it, but that's kind of to be expected. A lot of our bobcats don't typically enjoy wide open space. They all enjoy the back area that's really well covered, lots of hiding spaces. I won't say she hated vacation because she actually moved around and explored a lot. She just seemed very paranoid. It's a much bigger space than probably what she was ever used to, and so it'd be a little scary. So she was not eating consistently, and she wouldn't come out for most keepers, but she did continue to come out for me. There she is. Hi, small girl. And I had the task of trying to get her back into a small area for us to catch her to bring her home. And she wouldn't respond to food, so I got creative and I actually left her a little trail of enrichment spice bags, catnip and cinnamon bags, and I made a little trail all the way back to where I wanted her to go, and it took her about an hour. It took us about an hour to get her. And finally got her back there and was able to close her in. And then she got to come home. No, I don't want your butt. So you can see she's same old Smalls. My same old little girl. Yeah. So this is Smalls Bobcat. She lives at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. If you guys are new to us, you can learn all about her at bigcatrescue.org/smalls. Her thing with me is always showing me her butt. She doesn't actually pee on me, but that's pretty much what she does. Hi. Hi. So typically when I'm feeling very sad, there are a handful of cats that I come out to see, and Smalls is always one of them. She's super goofy. See, she's back to her favorite tree stump. Good morning, Pam. She's got this awesome den and ramp and all those ferns to hide in and lay in, and the structure underneath is actually a den. Hello, everybody. Good morning, Patty. So she's up there. That's a good spot for her to be able to watch for the feeding carts to come by. So I know everybody was asking me all the last 2 weeks if she had forgiven me for trapping her to take her on funcation, and she has. I know, Cindy, that video of her running around in her morning zoomies always makes me laugh too. Yesterday, her and she's neighbors with Mrs. Claus, and they were really chasing back and forth, chirping, making all kinds of cute noises. Hi, Chris. Yeah. Silly girl neighbors. Silly girl neighbors, are you looking for her? Good morning, Ryan. If anybody's just joining us, this is Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida, and we are hanging out with Smalls Bobcat. If you didn't know, she's a yoga master. She's got great balance. She doesn't realize while she was on funcation that we thoroughly cleaned out her enclosure. She used to jump up there and try to grab sticks and things that had fallen. What are you talking about? She's one of our younger cats here. I think she's about close to 5. I'm always really bad at remembering. There's so many cats to remember birthdays for. You'd have to look at your sign, or you can go to her bio page, bigcatrescue.org/smalls. Cats have an incredible sense of smell. So where we smell something, they smell it like a million times more intense. And so just a little bit of cinnamon can make them very excited. And she was drawn to that scent. And I did put catnip and cinnamon in those bags. And I threw like 5 or 6 in a line leading all the way back to where I wanted her to go, and she did follow. It was really cute.
You're so silly.
And she's not traumatized. You can see she still goes in lockout. This is where we had to trap her to get her to go to Funcation.
So she's back to being okay with it. No, I don't want your butt.
She's very excited this morning. All right. Let's see who else we can say hi to. I don't see Mrs. She's right over here. In this enclosure. Let's check in on Simba. Thank you, Jennifer, for your donation. I'm sorry, I think I missed somebody's donation. Jamie, we have a Siberian lynx here named Apollo that really enjoys pineapple. I don't know that there is... Hi, Simba! Hi, Pumpkin!
Hi! Yeah! Yes, he's so talkative. Hi!
What a good boy! So Simba was our actual, he was our most recent new resident. He is a Savannah cat. I think I saw a question about will they get a friend. Big cats are actually solitary by nature, so they don't really enjoy sharing space or competing for food or enrichment or any of that. If they come in already having grown up with another cat, then we keep them together. Otherwise, they do stay solitary. He got very talkative. He's up there with Beecher and Hutch. He has lost weight. Yes, it's so good. We're really glad. He was very overweight when he arrived. So I saw somebody ask, hi. Sorry, he's in a much smaller wire enclosure. And he does love those grasses, just like Reise. And Aries. Aries loves those grasses too. I saw somebody ask if Nabisco was still watching TV. Yes, he is. I went in and saw him this morning with Catherine. Catherine gave him his morning meds and literally set up the laptop, put in the DVD, and he is watching, I think, Farm Animals today. I know. Nope, sorry, the quality you get is what you get. We're on 67 acres here and we definitely struggle with connection. Yeah. I know. All right. Hint taken. He's like, you didn't bring food, so not that interested. All right. Let's see. See who else we can find back here. Always like to check in with Tiger Lily. Thank you, Carol, for explaining. I will reiterate one more time. Arthur Tiger did pass away. Hi. This is Lakota. Oh, you tell me all about it. All right, I know. I don't like to stress these two before breakfast. Breakfast is a big deal. So when we're feeling really sad, it's been a very rough week, I like to come out and see all my special friends. Thank you so much for the donation. And Tiger Lily's one of our oldest cats, so I always like to check in with her. I know that people are always curious as far as how is Frosty doing. Frosty had also been taken to the vet in an emergency situation. He's actually doing really great. Where's Lily? She might not have woken up yet. Sometimes she's under there. Nope. I can't blame her. I wanted to sleep in today too. Where's my Lily girl? Lily. Of course, how's one? Oh, you're over there, you silly girl. Like, how am I supposed to find you? You got your own jungle. You got a jungle, baby girl.
Hi. You gonna come corner me? You look like that's what you want to do. Yeah, you gonna get me? This is Tiger Lily Bobcat. Oh, look at that little rattlesnake tail. Look at it. I didn't bring any treats. I'm sorry, baby. Yeah. It's a good boy. Or girl. I'm like, who am I talking to? I hear Dryden behind me. That's what it is. Your Halloween cat neighbor. So wild. This little girl has been here since she was 2 months old. She arrived in 1995. And she is still more fierce than most cats. That's what I love about you. Yeah, that's what I love about you. I know you wouldn't get me. She so cute. She sees me holding a stabilizer, which is a little bit kind of like a stick shape, and that is actually how we do operant conditioning, where she would get treats. So I think she's like, why you're holding that thing towards me, but I'm not getting anything. You're so silly. Rachel, no. Nabisco and Mrs. Claus will be separated. To be totally honest, I don't think either of them are gonna mind. Mrs. seems to be really happy having her own space. And I think we all have to realize that she was a wild cat. She failed the rehab program because she just wouldn't run from people, but she's still very, very fierce, whereas Nabisco was practically raised by people. He was found so young. All right, silly girl. Her health actually is pretty great. It was last year on Memorial Day. She was sedated for an exam. She really has been super healthy her whole life. She only had one instance where she needed a dental procedure. And then last year we did sedate her to check on her because she was completely covered in matted fur. Thank you, Paige, for your donation. But for her age, she was really, really good. I got to be part of that procedure, and it was pretty amazing to see how healthy you are. Such a wild girl. Yep, I'm seeing questions about if we would pet them. I wouldn't pet that face, would you? See, that face is looking intense. No, we are a non-contact facility here. It's disrespectful to touch a wild animal. They would never allow you to do that in the wild, so we certainly aren't going to put them in cages and put our wishes on them. Also, if they were to hurt us, which is very likely, lots of teeth and claws. You're in stock mode, silly. Then if they were to hurt us, the CDC would actually require us to put them to sleep and test them for rabies. So our selfish desires is not worth the cats losing their lives. Yes, Debbie, we do guided tours. We're open every day of the week except for Thursdays. Thursdays are our project days where we do all the mowing and all the kind of loud, obnoxious stuff you wouldn't want to see if you were here on a tour. Go to bigcatrescue.org/tickets. Thank you, Deb. All right, Pumpkin. Breakfast is next. Yeah. I saw somebody ask about how Apollo was doing. Apollo's doing well. Apollo went back out to his enclosure. And his hotspot has healed up and he's eating just fine. He's doing well. He's also one of our original fur farm rescues from, I believe, 97. This is Nala. Yeah. Hi, Nala. Oh, you always have like one piece of foliage in front of your face. When the cats go on funcation or vacation rotation, it's for 2 weeks. Oh, thank you, Marilyn, for your donation. This is Nala. Silly girl. All right. Nala tolerates me. I can't say she super likes me. She's an African serval. She does, Cindy. I actually think my two favorite, obviously my favorite serval is actually Pharaoh, but I think Nala and Ginger are like the most perfect looking servals. They're just so beautiful. She's got, I don't know if you can see it, but she has this really thick serval tail. I always call it her raccoon tail. Yeah, that's such a thick tail. She's very playful. Yeah, Nala. I have no idea why, but I call her Nala Bean. I don't know why. Lots of nicknames. Yep, if any of you guys follow us on Facebook, which I'd imagine if you're watching our lives, you should definitely make sure you have liked our page and that you're following it. We have put out updates on all of the cats that have had issues, including Arthur, who has passed away. I knew that would happen if I go live today, huh? I just have to keep saying it over and over again, and it's tough. But our Amanda and Andre seem to be doing just fine, so. And if anybody missed it, Cameron and Zabu, bye Nala. Cameron and Zabu went on vacation yesterday, so they will be out there for you to watch on the Explore camera. You can go to bigcatrescue.org/cams and choose the vacation rotation camera. Let's see if Gilligan's out. Gilligan's one of my faves. I don't scream around the cats, so my volume is kind of my volume. Sorry about that. Is anybody else having problems hearing? It's the first time I've seen that comment. Hi, Gilly. Hi, Pumpkin. I didn't bring any treats, I'm sorry. This is Gilligan. Gilligan is a Canada lynx. Okay, good. I'm glad that you guys can hear me. He's always like, you didn't bring any food, so later. I do see his neighbor Skipper. Looks like he's on his platform, so we'll go say hello to him. As I just mentioned, Cameron is out on vacation, so you can watch him, see how he's doing. He's doing just fine. Hi, Gilly. Hi. Chris, when our cats pass away, they are cremated and they are put into our memorial wall to ensure that none of their parts would ever enter the black market or the trade on that kind of stuff. Hi. Very regal looking today, bud. This is Skipper. Yes. Always looks like a statue when he's up there. Yeah, Haley, I am too. If you're expecting food and they don't bring food, you just walk away. I just bought from our bigcatrescue.biz site, Jamie created a bunch of reversible drawstring bags, and there is one where Skipper's photos on one side and Gilligan's on the other. I absolutely love it. It's what I carry all of my film equipment in. Yeah, so every day I get to choose one of them, and I'm like addicted to those bags. I want to get like a handful of others. He's very cute. I just saw another question about Nabisco. Currently Nabisco, Frosty, and Apollo are all doing well. They are the ones that were most recently having some health issues, and had gone to the Humane Society and Dr. Wynn's office for a various assortment of reasons. Nabisco and Mrs. Claus will not be put back together, but I believe the plan is that they will still be neighbors. I honestly think they're both going to be just fine with that. Mrs. seems to be doing really well. Nabisco's doing really well. Apollo's back out in his enclosure. Frosty is still in the outdoor recovery cage. We're waiting on him to start consistently using the restroom. He's eating fine, and every few days he's going, but we want to make sure there's a little bit more regularity for him. Yep, Nabisco's still in the hospital. He's enjoying watching all kinds of craziness on a laptop that Afton and Catherine set up for him to watch. It's probably the cutest thing I'll ever see in my lifetime, is Nabisco watching TV. And let's see, people are asking about Cameron. Cameron's still doing really well. I mean, Cameron's still Cameron. He's on his time frame, but he's eating and he's being more active. And Keisha, same deal. A few months back, we're pretty certain she had a stroke. She has definitely kept her spirit. She's still got that Keisha attitude, but she is eating and taking her meds like a good girl. Tommy, I'm seeing questions about the Guatemala tigers. That could honestly take up to a year. There's so much red tape to bring in an international rescue. It's very, very hard to gauge when that'll happen, but as far as we know, that's still on track, that we'll be receiving 3 tigers from a circus that shut down in Guatemala. Yeah, this is Skipper. He's a Canadian lynx, Canada lynx. Somebody asked for a picture of Nabisco watching TV. Afton actually already posted that on her public page. So if you go to Afton Tasler Big Cat Rescue page, you should scroll down a couple days back and it's probably still right there. You're so silly. I know. Alright, let's see if Loki is out. Loki's not one we see too much of. He's very shy and elusive. He's doing really well though. Here he is, drinking some water. Hi. Nope, you're okay. I'm not getting any closer. You got like a plant there in front of your bowl. Of course he has 3 bowls, so it's not too big of a deal, but you're welcome, Jamie. Yeah, we've had a busy few months, to say the least. A lot of emotional trauma for everyone. Where are you going? Oh, all right, I don't want to scare you. You know who we can go see? If you guys want to see pictures of Loki, since he is so elusive, you can go to bigcatrescue.org/Loki, L-O-K-I. But we are right behind where Running Bear and Apollo are, so let's see if we can say hello to Apollo. Yep, he's right up top on his den, like he always does in the morning. Yep, on tough days when we have lost an iconic cat, the best thing I can do is just try to show you guys all of the wonderful cats we still have. Hi! Hi, Apollo. Oh, poof, poof. Poof, poof. You can see he still has a wild hair cut from his time in the hospital. Hi! So somebody had asked earlier who likes fruit here, and to my knowledge, the only cat that truly enjoys it on a regular basis is Apollo. He is one of our oldest cats as well. He is from one of the original fur farm rescues. Hi. No. Sweet boy. Oh, so much to say. I know. A lot of you may not know, but Apollo actually had a cage mate for a very long time. A brother named Zeus. Yeah. Yeah, he's well into his 20s, so that puts him over 100 in human years. Sweet boy. I know. Breakfast is coming. And Running Bear also had a lifetime cage mate, a little white dove that recently passed as well. So as you can see, cats can continue to go on. Tiger Lily, same deal. The first cat that actually ever passed away after I started here was her cage mate Levi, a bobcat. And 3.5 years later, Lily's still going strong, so yeah. Thank you, Cindy. All right, well, let's see. I have seen Manny mentioned about 10 times. So let's head that direction. I'd imagine the keepers are probably getting pretty close to having gotten all of the lockouts done. When I refer to the word lockout, if any of you guys are new to us, it is the smaller box that is offset from the side of their main enclosures. It has a stone slab and usually a water bowl in it. That is where we feed them in the mornings. It's actually their happy place, but it's really useful because we get them used to it. Oh, just so you guys know, this cage here that has the sign with Nabisco and Mrs., right next door is where Will and Anna bobcats used to live, and that's where we think Nabisco will probably go. So they're still going to be neighbors. I saw something about the longevity of cats. 10 to 12 years is typically your average lifespan for the cats in the wild, and actually a lot of other facilities. We have really great vet care here, as well as you know, our volunteers watch these cats like hawk. We know their behaviors. We know what's a little bit odd about them in the wild. If they hurt a tooth or a foot, nature takes its course. If that happens here, we know about it and we do everything we can to fix it. Oh, okay, so Cindy's on here, so let's stop and say hi to Tonga. We didn't get to see Pharaoh, so let's definitely say hi to Tonga. I believe Tonga was also born in '97, so he's 21. Hi. Hi. This is Tonga. Hi, sweet boy. Tonga has beautiful green eyes. He has a brother named Pharaoh. So a couple things about Tonga. You can read all about him on his bio page, bigcatrescue.org/Tonga. He is an African serval, however, he has leucism. Leucism is the same as white tigers. It's not naturally occurring in nature, but it creates this white coat, usually due to inbreeding. So his parents were most likely a lot closer related than what anyone realized. His dad is actually Frosty. Frosty's a white-footed serval, so he's got more white on him than normal. Yeah. People are asking about his nose. So because of his leucism, it does make him a little more susceptible to issues. A lot of times with inbreeding, you get all kinds of health defects. He had cancer, but he's been cancer-free for over 5 years. Thank you, Diana. And yeah, he's been doing really well. It does not affect his sense of smell. He knows exactly where the food is. He still enjoys enrichment. And he's very smart because he's laying in his feeding lockout. So you can see the stone slab I was talking about and the water bowl. And it's open in conjunction to his full-size enclosure, which is all of that out there, and it wraps around back there. Yeah, he's such a good boy. I know, there's a handful of cats on the property that I've like made it a goal. I just want to show you how beautiful their eyes are because it's really hard to capture on film or on camera. So Tonga's one of them. Yeah. All right, buddy. We'll leave you for breakfast. Yep, waiting on breakfast. Besides catnip and cinnamon, what do the cats like? Everybody kind of has their different preferences. We have a lot of cats that really enjoy perfumes. You can see Zucari up there, also an African serval up on his platform waiting on breakfast. You're welcome, Cindy. So mint is a big one. Oregano and a lot of Italian seasonings are really good. Pumpkin spice they really enjoy. We have a couple that really like Axe body sprays. So yes, Obsession, you name it, we've probably tried it. And we do those on paper bags as well as like toilet paper tubes and things like that. That's Nikita roaring. And Armani calling. Here's Sheena. Sheena's not one that we see a whole lot of. She's not super sociable, so I'm not even gonna walk all the way up to her because I don't want to stress her out. Thank you, Kira. Yeah, our property is 67 acres here in Tampa, Florida. Here's Sheena. Sheena's also, everybody's on watch, waiting on breakfast, so. So we're still making our way out to Manny, so don't worry about that. Looks like we have an intern out, taking photos. They get to do that on days off. Morning. All right, so our little chorus over here, we're passing by Beecher. I can't just pass by Beecher, I gotta stop. I don't know if you guys saw the photo that I posted on my public page this morning of Beecher. He's absolutely hilarious. It's hard to get a photo of him because this is what he does, so he's really close to the edge. Hi! And he's usually just talking up a storm. So a lot of times the photos of him come out with him looking very angry. Get your head in there. He's a grass is greener on the other side. He likes to eat the grass around his enclosure. It's Armani calling again. He's so silly. Where's Hutch? Hutch is usually over here and you guys are just screaming at each other. There goes Nikita again. Hi, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. Oh. Hi, Lee. You're so silly. Yeah, Beecher has gorgeous eyes. So Beecher's a Savannah cat. Savannah cats are African servals mixed with domestic cats. People think that's a great idea because they want the look of an exotic cat but the personality of a domestic, and that never happens. His owner paid over $10,000 for him, put a $10,000 addition on her home, hoping it would help his wildness. It did not. She gave it a handful of years and then very quickly admitted that it was a huge mistake to try to make a wild animal a house pet. Unfortunately, he was declawed. Quit doing that. Which makes me really sad because he loves to watch the squirrels and birds, but he cannot climb a tree. So silly. You get that head in there. He's so funny. You're so funny. Let's see where Hutch is. He's being awfully quiet, and if we don't see him, at least we'll probably see Cyrus. I see Cyrus moving around. Cyrus! Hi, Pumpkin! Where are you going? Where him going? Cyrus! Bye, bud. He's like, you came from the wrong direction on who brings the food. So Cyrus, he's a caracal. The feeders come from this direction, so he's in his tunnel vision. Hey, bud. Hi. Hi. How are you doing, cutie? Yes, tomorrow is Cyrus's birthday. Yay! A cutie pie. Our cutie pie. Yeah. It is. It's your birthday, boy. Tomorrow. Which is cute. My birthday's on Sunday, so I always tell him that we're both Leos. Yeah. We're both Leos. Silly, silly. Yep, he's a caracal. Yes, that is still Beecher in the background. Haven't heard Hutch yet this morning. Everybody's so talkative today. You know, Armani's still roaring. Craziness this morning. Craziness this morning. I love you, buddy. I love you. Yeah. So he's another one that tends to show me his butt. Oh yeah, he'll get lots of extra good stuff tomorrow. Tomorrow, I believe, it's Friday, and that's Afton's coordinating day. I'm sure she'll hook him up. I'm sure you'll get hooked up. Yeah. All right, that's still Beecher. I see Hutch. Let's say hello to Hutch real quick. Hi, Suzanne. I saw you join. Hi. What are you doing, sir? You're being so quiet. Oh, there we go. I'm like, you're so quiet this morning. This is Hutch, also an African serval. No, Cyrus has not. Cyrus and Smalls both kind of fire blanks at me. They act like they're gonna mark me, but they literally never do. Yeah. I will have to double check on Cyrus. I have it written down on my desk because I have posts to put out about his birthday tomorrow. Yeah, the sounds of the sanctuary is very cool. And actually, I should go ahead and ask you guys, there's 280 of you. We're considering, we are just now starting to even talk about it and figure out how all that works, but I've had some requests from people that would like to make ringtones and notification noises for the cat sounds. So we're looking into how to make ringtones based off of the sounds of the sanctuary. Don't know if that's something that anyone would be interested in, trying to see what kind of market we would have and if the time that it takes to do it would pay off for the amount of people that would want that. Are you just sleeping in today? I don't blame you. It's already very humid today. I'm not sure what you mean about two different colors. Serval bellies usually are a little bit more of the white. Oh, Beecher, my goodness. My goodness sakes. Okay, great. So I'm seeing some good feedback. So I will continue to look into that. The other thing I wanted to tell you guys while I'm walking myself back out of here is Elisa, our gift shop manager, our on-site gift shop manager, has just ordered a bunch of new t-shirts, which are amazing. And I spent most of yesterday photographing all of them, and today I'm going to be doing all the editing, and we're hoping to get them up on the website soon, but very, very excited. We actually do have a shirt that features the Texas Tigers, and it's awesome. We all won it like yesterday. And then we have one that has Hoover on it, and we've got one that has a really great advocacy message on it. So we'll tease that for you right now, but hopefully in the coming days you guys will start to see those and they'll be available for sale. You're so goofy. Oh, my beach boy. That's Beecher again. All right, so we are still heading to Manny. I think Manny's probably where we'll end today. Lots to do. I think I saw somebody ask me, oh, don't you worry, Karen. I am fully the one that's doing Instagram. So if you guys are on Instagram but not following us yet, please do. Our name is just Big Cat Rescue. Our profile image is an orange logo for Big Cat. And I post lots of stories, lots of videos, lots of photos that you really won't see anywhere else because it's all me. Oh yeah, that's the best thing about these shirts is they're all very like, the fabric is very thin and sort of vintagey, and it feels like you've worn it 1,000 times even though it's brand new. The sweatshirts are that way too. Funcation right now is Cricket Serval. She's actually enjoying herself. The servals really do seem to like the open space, so that's nice. If you guys can spot him, I see him. I see him. Sneaky, sneaky. This is Manny, our jaguar. Gonna keep my distance. Oh, and there's Reise making a sound appearance. I don't see her. You can see her enclosure right there. Maybe he'll let me get closer without being crazy. Funcation has a roof. Oh, now you're moving. I hear you, baby girl. We are gonna have to say hi to Reise. This is Manny. All Manny's gonna do at this point is pace because he thinks I brought food. Yeah. All right. I know. Hi, lady. Can you spot her in there? Can we spot that girl in there? Yeah. Silly, silly. It's Reise's favorite place. She absolutely loves those grasses. She's like, how dare you? You cannot walk over here and look at him and not me. And not the girl. Not the girl. Ow. Such a silly girl. What a silly girl. So if I have missed any of your questions, I apologize. I only see them one at a time, and a lot of times I'm looking at the cat for safety reasons. But I always go back to my desk and try to go back through the comments and reach out to you if your question wasn't answered. So Reise is a cougar. Oh, silly. Silly. It's like you can't walk away from her when she's being this adorable. Reise is also in her 20s. She had a very bad declaw in her younger years, and so watching her walk is a little bit painful sometimes. But for her age, she's still very playful. She's always flopping around like that. Obviously, she can get up on top of that den. And she's got several little toys and balls in her enclosure that she plays with all the time. Thank you, Kia. That's a great idea. If anybody can post the link to the voting contest for the local realtor, that would be amazing. I think we have till Saturday. I know, you're so silly. All right, are you gonna let us go back to Manny? Or are you gonna call me back? You can't walk away from this face. You just can't walk away from that face. You moved on me, I see you. I see you, intense man. Hi. Hi. Where are you going? It's best for me to just stay in one spot because he won't stop pacing back and forth. So if I chase him, you're all gonna feel dizzy. Maybe I can move so you can at least see him this way. Yeah, Lee, we put that out to all of our volunteers and staff here, that if anyone's available to go to that open house to get all those extra votes, to please do it. So hopefully, I know Howard for sure is gonna go. Yeah. Cameron and Zabu are on vacation, so you guys can definitely watch them 24/7. I'm not sure recently, but I know Hoover started hanging back out in front of the Nest Cam that he has on his enclosure. So you might be able to get, I see you. He's trying to be sneaky. Trying to be sneaky. Yeah, he's bent his fair share of poles. We use 6-foot poles that have a hook on the end to clean enclosures from the outside because, as most of you know, we're a non-contact facility. We don't go in with the cats. We don't pet them or touch them. So because of that, we carry very long poles during cleaning, and they're metal, and he can bend them right in half. He's also gotten a hold of his water bucket a few times that's metal. Doesn't even stand a chance. Not even a little bit. Christine, the cat that doesn't like most people, I would say it's Amanda Tiger or Keisha Tiger. They have a very low tolerance for, even if it's just one person, lingering too long.
All right, silly.
So I do see Sundari on the move. Yes, the cougars, jaguars, and leopards all go on funcation. They all rotate out for 2 weeks at a time. It's just they also share it with the smaller cats like Cricket, who's out there now. Alright, just getting the gate closed. So I lied. I said I was going to end at Manny, but you can't hear Armani calling all morning long and not go say hi. And Sunny Girl is following me. Hi, Sunny. Sundari is, I think, 22-year-old leopard.
Hi, baby girl. Gorgeous girl. Where'd Manny go? Where's Manny? Oh, what was that? That was a big bug. He was gonna get it. He was gonna get it.
So if anyone is brand new to us, this is Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. We're watching Sundari play with grass and bugs.
Now you're gonna pee for everybody. That's good. That's good. Marking that as yours. Yeah.
Yeah. So these guys are waiting on breakfast. Breakfast should be coming out any time now. Where did Armani go? She's being so noisy this morning. And of course, I don't even see her. Of course, she's gonna be on the opposite side. Oh, no, I see her. I see her being sneaky up there. I can walk around that way.
You stay up there. I'll come to you.
Yeah, I think somebody's asking about what vacations are. I think we've got to add that to our top 5 questions. She's being so cute. So, vacation and funcation. Funcation's a 22,000 square foot enclosure, and vacation rotation is a 2.5 acre vacation enclosure. This is Armani leopard.
Hi.
Yeah, so we rotate them 2 weeks at a time. If they live alone, they go on vacation alone. If they live with another, they go together. Armani is another one that lived with another cat for over 20 years. And when Jade passed away, I'll be totally honest, Armani has done just fine. So I know we're all worried about the Texas Tigers having lost Arthur, but I truly think they'll be okay. But anyway, back to the vacations. So the big cats, the lions and tigers, go out to the 2.5 acre, and everybody else goes into the 22,000 square foot funcation.
Beautiful Armani getting her morning bath in.
Yeah, I didn't move too far away from Beecher, so he's still... Can I see your message? I'm not seeing it. Like I said, I only see one comment scroll by at a time, so if I miss your questions, I will definitely reach out to you in the comments when I get back to my desk. Scott, this is Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. You're looking at Armani leopard.
You always gotta turn away. You can't see you now. Crazy. Yeah, I get that a lot. People are jealous. I have the greatest job. I cannot deny any of that. I worked incredibly hard, just incredibly hard. Worked a lot of really terrible jobs. This is the first time I've ever gotten to do something that just felt, you know, right. It's not a job, it's a mission. So it's pretty spectacular, but I actually was just a volunteer here for 3 solid years before I ever got a job. Hi! So I gave up plenty of time willingly and freely to the cats, and it just worked out in the end. We're always looking for volunteers and interns. We do internships for 3 months at a time. Hi, baby girl. And you can learn all about those at bigcatrescue.org/get-involved. Thank you, Zach, for donating. We really, really appreciate that. Aww. The way we support these cats is through our fundraising, our amazing donors, all of our merchandise sales and ticket sales. We're a complete nonprofit, so everything goes right back to the cats. If you come on a tour here, you're almost guaranteed at the end to be told that your tickets buy them breakfast the next day, and it couldn't be more true. A lot of people are always like, oh, I live so far away. I did too. I discovered Big Cat Rescue when I was living in Ohio. I was born and raised in Ohio, lived there for 30 years. I celebrated my 30th birthday here in Florida when my husband and I decided to move down and get involved. We both volunteer here. Yeah. And the actual animal care is all done by volunteers. So what I'm paid to do is what I'm doing when I'm sitting behind a desk. When I'm out with the cats, it's volunteer time, and all of our staff members do that. Still required to put in your monthly amount of time in order to keep your shirt color and your level of volunteer. What you watching? I think she sees Cricket. You see Cricket? Yeah. Internships are 3 months at a time, but you can go up to 5 levels. So we've had people stay here for over a year. Yes, we do have a wish list on Amazon. We have an Amazon store as well, so amazon.com/bigcatrescue. Yes, Tamika, we are open to the public and we do offer guided tours. You can see those at bigcatrescue.org/tickets. All right, baby girl. She's like, I'm just gonna go back to sleep if no one's bringing breakfast. Killing my arm. You're killing my arm being up that tall. She's locked onto Cricket and Funcation, so she has a nice view of Funcation. The other really cool thing about the cats going on Funcation and vacation is they can walk themselves there. We use above ground tunnel systems that hook up to the majority of the cages and lead them right out to the vacation areas. So it's not stressful, it's not anything that you have to sedate them for or stress them out in order to move them. Let's see if we can see Cricket, but I don't see her. I think I just fibbed to you guys again. I think we might go see one more cat. Let's go see what Nikita's up to. So again, if I've missed any questions, I always try to reach out to you after the feeds are over. We try to go live several times a week. It's been a little crazy around here with lots of cats causing craziness, and I do take days off. I have a family. I have 3 pets at home that sometimes are like, but Mom, you're leaving again. So gotta take that time to recharge. Actually, I know who you guys want to see. Let's see if he's out. Yeah. Let's go see Mac.
I'm trying to make up for the fact that we didn't do very many lives today. So let's stop at Mac and then we'll try to go to Nikita. We might even get to watch Nikita eat. Here's Maya. Hi, Maya. Hi, lady. Hi, baby girl. Hi. That's Maya Cougar. Yeah. Gabby's doing well. The youngest cat we have, I believe, is Nabisco. He's over a year. He might be getting closer to 2 now. Hi. Yeah. This is Mac Cougar. Yeah. Oh, big boy. Everybody loves Mac Mac. Everybody loves Mac Mac. Andy was at the very, very beginning, and actually he wasn't visible when I went by. I started with Seth, so if you guys are just joining, when this feed is over, it'll automatically post on our Wildcat Walkabout show page on Facebook. It'll also post on our main Facebook page. So we started with Seth. We went and saw Smalls. We saw Simba. We saw Tiger Lily and Nala. Gilligan, Skipper, Loki, Apollo. We've been working our way everywhere. We've seen Beecher and Hutch. We said hello to Sheena. Yeah, and we saw Armani, Sundari, Manny, Reise. Now we're at Mac and Maya. Thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah, I think the plan, my husband and I and a couple people from Big Cat actually are going to a concert on Friday. Saturday, my husband's taking me to Disney. I've been a huge Disney fan my entire life. And then Sunday, we're gonna spend my actual birthday with my dad. Hi. Are you? Yeah, settle in. I didn't bring the food. I know. I believe Mac is 22. I know he's in his early 20s. He does have severe arthritis. You can learn about Mac at bigcatrescue.org/Mac. Sweet boy. Good morning, Michelle. We've had a doozy of a walkabout this morning. I did give you updates on all of the cats who have been having medical issues in the last couple of months as well. So when this feed is over, please definitely go back and watch from the beginning. You're so silly. I hear the buckets. Yeah, I think Master Keeper Aaron is feeding. Let's go see Nikita. I would have to look on his actual official bio page, or you can look on his bio page to see all of his details. Yep, so Aaron is feeding Nikita, so let's creep on up here. I stay very quiet when she's eating. she's watching. And get that last piece. Okay, so I got quiet there because when I was training to feed, I was taught very quickly that you don't make eye contact with her. You don't ever try to come back towards her after you've let her in with the food. I also really wanted you guys to hear the crunching noises. She's notorious for leaving mush, so I'll answer some questions that I was seeing go by. We do feed the majority of the cats once a day. The picky eaters get offered food multiple times a day. We feed a variety of food during the week. Thank you, Amanda, for your donation. So we feed all different varieties of chicken, pork, turkey, beef. We have a diet that we lovingly call mush, but it basically looks like hamburger, and it's the entire animal ground up, so they're getting the roughage of the bone and the intestines and all the good stuff. We call it their vegetables. That's just a stone or like a concrete tile in her enclosure. We scrub those off every day after we feed them. She's standing in her lockout, which is the area that we feed them, and then she has all this other space. Now that she's actually done eating, I feel comfortable that I could actually go in. So she's just drinking water. Good job, lady. And thank you all for the birthday wishes. Yeah, I don't know what she was watching. There's either a bird or squirrel, or there was an airplane that flew over. Good job. Sure you don't want to eat that? There's one big meatball left. It's pretty much her signature move. Chicken is what she's probably the most serious about. So when she's eating chicken, you do not want to mess with her. Hi, sweet lady. Hi. Hi, big girl. You want to lay down and hang out for a minute? Yeah. She does not have a mate. She really does not like other cats at all. So she's actually in an area where she can't see anybody else. What you got? Oh, that's a snake skin right there. You got a friend in there? I don't see it. I just see the skin. And she does not like it. I gotta get some tongs. Gotta get that out of there with tongs. So if you guys are just joining, this is Nikita Lioness at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. What is it? I don't see it. I just see the skin. Kara, yeah, so the big cats, the big cats, the lions and tigers typically do not bother with small prey. It's not worth it, the effort that it would take to catch it. I'll tell your keepers. They get that for you. Yeah, I don't see anything. I just see the skin. And so the small cats, however, yes, squirrels and birds, if they catch them, the keepers will document that. You can see, this is Nikita's stinky face. Nikita's stinky face. You want to go out into your main enclosure? Come on. Let's go. Most of them are not afraid of snakes. She probably just doesn't like the smell of it. The small cats, same deal. They'll try to like play with them and attack them. The only kind of snakes we really have here are black racers that we see around property, and they're harmless, so don't worry too much about them. Yeah, the thing about these cats being raised in captivity is the fact that even if they kill something, they don't really know what to do with it. They don't have those natural instincts. So that's why we don't feed any live prey here. Where you going, lady? I'll keep walking if you keep walking. Here we go. So she has this big open air section where you're able to watch her 24/7. Hi. Hi, baby girl. Such a good girl. So you can go to bigcatrescue.org/cams and choose Nikita Lioness. You want to lay down right here? That'd be great. You gonna go lick your pole? Let's see just how big she is, standing right next to her. Oh, what was that? You're so jumpy today. You're making me jumpy. I don't see nothing. Yes, our rehab bobcats do learn with whole prey. Where are you going? Don't lift that tail at me, Mama. Yeah, generally if like our small cats do get a hold of like a bird or a squirrel, they'll kill it, but they won't eat it. So it seems like a pretty big waste of a life. Hi. No, Wendy, we do not touch any of our cats here. Even if she would let me touch her, I would never do that. It's disrespectful. She's a wild animal. And if she were to accidentally hurt me, which she's 500 pounds, so I don't see how she couldn't, the CDC would require us to put her down and have her tested for rabies. That is nothing any of us want to do. We are an accredited sanctuary. We're actually one of the world's largest accredited sanctuaries. So we do not buy, sell, trade, breed, or touch any of our animals here. This is their retirement home. Oh boy. She's got to find the perfect spot to spend the rest of her day lounging. Thank you, Marion, for your donation. So this has been a pretty big walkabout this morning. I just wanted to make it up for you guys for having not been around very much this week on the lives. But we really appreciate all of your support. Make sure you rewatch this video to see a ton of cats, get a lot of updates on all of the cats that have been having some issues. What are you doing, lady? Thank you to everybody who donated. Thank you to everybody who is answering questions for me. I only see one at a time, so that's really helpful. Hi, big girl. Oh, I know. I know. She's very alert today, as you can see. Look how bright those eyes are. Yeah, you're just checking out everything. Well, thank you guys so much. I've missed you. I really enjoy getting to take you around and show you everybody. Yeah, all these amazing cats. Thank you again for all the birthday wishes. Never easy getting another year older, but I feel like each year has actually been getting better and better for me, so that's, yeah. Nikita too. All right, guys, well, thank you so very much. If I missed any of your questions, I will go back to my computer here in a few minutes and make sure I reach out to you guys. So thank you again. Say bye-bye, Nikki. Your big old teddy bear. Yeah, lethal teddy bear. All right, guys, thank you. I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I will see you again soon.